Yo, what up? Welcome to Vibe With Us, mix and mastering behind the scenes. This song was mixed and mastered by yours truly, Tyrant of the VibeKrew. Song was produced by 7-6. So let's get into this. All right, we're gonna go through the master real quick. I loaded this up on a different session on Studio One. So real quick, let's just listen to how it sounded with no master. I also took the gain up 8.6 to give me some headroom. Yeah, so it came in really at this volume right here. I took it up 8 dBs before I even put any mastering on it, just to get that volume up, because I had tons of headroom, more than I'm used to. So I had to just raise the mix up. First thing I did was I threw a fab filter on it, EQ'd a little bit. Let's actually take them off and have them go by one. First I did this. Then I did the R bass, messing with that bass. Looks like I lowered it. Shit. But I still had some subharmonics to that bass, so I added that. None. Definitely added some more low into it. And I got an SSL bus compressor, which is what I put on the bus when I'm doing the mix, but I didn't do it this time, so I ran it on here. It's the glue. It glues everything together, if you know anything about SSL bus compressors. Then I threw this pull tech on it, brightened the whole thing up. Banger after banger, we feeding you these flavors, filling up the papers till we lift off. We killing it, you anxious, we truly in it. And then I threw a good old Kramer tape, some tape saturation, tape emulation. Banger after. Ooh, look what that did with the bass. Banger after banger, we feeding you these flavors, filling up the papers till we lift off. We killing it. Yeah, man, that's definitely doing something there. And then I went to max volume. It's another mastering plugin from Waves. I'm doing just a little bit with the low end and the top end. Let's see how it sounds with it and without it. Banger after banger, we feeding you these flavors, filling up the papers. To me, it's a glue, just like the SSL bus compressor. Next was center. It looks like I raised it. What'd I do? I just barely raised the sides to be a little bit louder than the center. Banger after banger, we feeding you these flavors. Not too big of a difference. So this one I did a little bit of I think I controlled the bass right here, over here in the 20 hertz. No, 40 hertz and 80 hertz. I definitely went lower on it, so I think I'm gonna make it the bass not hit as hard from what the Kramer tapes did to it and what the R bass did to it. So let's see without it. Banger after banger. Definitely hitting. Banger after banger, we feed more control. Banger after banger. The bass balances out a lot better. Next, you can't go wrong. Fab Filter Pro L2, straight Spotify level, -14. Banger after banger. That's with it. Banger after banger, we feeding you these flavors, filling up the papers till we lift off. Controlling peaks, so it doesn't peak inside of any of the audio systems that you play it through. And then at the very end, I ran a de-esser to control the harshness and all the S's and all the hi-hats. It's an overall de-esser for the whole mix. Banger after banger, we feeding you these flavors, filling up the papers till we lift off. We killing it, you anxious, we truly innovative. You know we elevated, this is hip-hop. Hustling, I'm busting it to come to this. And I got this cool plugin on the very end of the master chain, which just strictly gives me levels. It's I'm able to basically go between the mix with no plugins and with plugins quickly, but it automatically raises the volume so I can make sure the master's doing better than the mix just turned up to the same volume. Anyways, got the levels perfect where they needed to be. They let you actually pick a preset on here to make sure you're in the Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify. I went a little above it, -13. Banger after banger, we feeding you these and balanced it all out. So without anything, banger after banger, we feeding you these flavors, filling up the papers till we lift off. We killing it, you anxious. So mix with no master. Banger after banger, we feeding you these flavors, filling up the mix with the master. Banger after banger, we feeding you these flavors, filling up the papers. And that's pretty much it. You know, it's a little more straightforward than doing the mix. Mix got a lot more going on with it, but the master really brings it up to that level that it translates on all different audio systems. And I feel like this is one of my more accurate ones because I had these new plugins on here that really optimized my master for whatever platform I was streaming it on. It's one of the first times I had something like this to really give me a guide. Yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Again, this is Tyrant of the VibeKrew, and